Hey everyone, Chris here. I am in my bunk after messing underneath the floor with the shaft seal, and I have been looking around brainstorming ideas because we want to go to an electric motor hopefully this calendar year, and a big part of that is battery capacity and batteries in general. So I did chat with someone who has this same boat, and they were able to get, I kid you not, 1,000 hours of 48-volt batteries to use with their electric motor. And I thought that would be amazing. And after seeing the photos of how they did it, I realized we're not going to do that. So what they did was they took this entire aft cabin and they just laid the batteries out flat on the bottom. They built a custom tray for it. And so the whole aft cabin is just batteries, which would be great if there weren't 3 of us living on the boat, because that would definitely take up a lot of room. The other thing was he had to make part of it removable so he could gain access to this part when he needed it. So he has a piece that has mounting points all over the top, and so he can pull the batteries out and then pull the everything. But I was mostly excited because he had 1,000 amp hours. So that's 1,000 pounds. So I'm no longer worried as much about weight. We can adjust with that as we go. But how are we going to get both? We're going for 600 amp hours of batteries, and how are we going to do that? And how are we going to have room in here for me to still sleep? So I've been thinking about getting a couple of server racks that are small and putting them in that corner and then that corner, and you can see we have a little spot there that will not play nicely with a square rack. So I don't know what we're gonna do, but I'm hopeful that we can get 2 racks back there and put 300 amp hour batteries that are rack mountable in there. We're still gonna need to be able to remove them because we're gonna need to be able to take that wall down every once in a while. And by every once in a while, I'm hoping, like once every 10 years. But we are going to need to do it at least once, because behind that is the fuel tank, which I want to replace with a water tank. When we do this, I was thinking about what could fit there, and every time I thought of something cool, turns out, no, it's not cool. Nothing will fit there except the fuel tank. And then it occurred to me, a tank is a tank. Why don't I just get a tank the same exact dimensions and have it be a water tank? And then we'll need, whatever we do, we'll have to be able to pull out. We'll need access to this panel, and we'll need access to this cover here. This is to grease up the steering, and hopefully never need to take this wall down, but we have had to do that before. Behind that is the steering quadrant and the water tank. There is access to the steering quadrant on the other side of the wall, so we'll see. Anyway, brainstorming ideas. I'm hopeful that we can get a rack that'll fit that. So I was in here with a tape measure. Whew. I'm procrastinating because I don't want to have to wrestle with my mattress to get it back in here, which is a nightmare. Anyway, little set screws all put together, and with luck, we don't leak again ever. That would be nice. We're gonna replace the whole dripless water seal, dripless shaft seal next winter when we replace the engine, because we might have to replace the shaft. We're probably gonna have to replace the propeller. It's gonna be an ordeal. So we're gonna see what we can do. Anyway, hope everyone's having a good and productive Sunday. Get those chores done, and I will chat with you later. Bye.